Welcome back to the Anfield Exchange, and sadly we got the news this morning that Diogo Jota and his brother have sadly passed away in a car accident this morning. Sad news, not just for Liverpool Football Club, but for football in general. There's a lot of players, clubs, everybody within the football world posting up on social media and sending their condolences. Obviously, our deepest condolences are with Diogo's family and Andre Silva's family. Married, I think 11 days ago. It's absolutely, yeah, it's heartbreaking. I wasn't sure about making a video regarding this, but yeah, I think we have to report the Liverpool news, and sadly this is news that I for one never, when I started this YouTube channel in January 6 months ago, I never ever thought I would be reporting anything like this. Not reporting, because obviously we all know about it, but I never thought I'd be making videos regarding this. I was at work when I saw the news, and I've had a good sort of 6 7 hours to sort of process it. I still don't think it's sunk in yet. You still sort of expect to see him when the clubs return for pre-season, and yeah, it's one of those that's going to take a few days, I think, to sink in properly. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad to see that. Obviously, I mean, this is not about football. This is about people and living, and it's sad to see that somebody who was entering his prime as a footballer, but who has left his family, his wife, his new wife, and kids behind, and how they're feeling. You can't even put it into words. I got married myself 2 years ago, and yeah, I mean, what I will say is when when you get married, it's like the start of a relationship. So you get into a relationship, you things start to sort of not become stale, but become routine, if you will, and then you get married, and you spend the first well, for me, I think it was what, sort of 2 3 months, and it felt like being back in that honeymoon period, and those feelings that you get. It's brilliant, and they would have been going through that as this has happened. Similar to his brother as well. I believe his brother was married about 3 weeks ago as well. They would have all been going through this, and marriage is supposed to be the start of your life. That doesn't sound right. So marriage is supposed to be, it cements the start of your relationship and family and whatnot. And sadly, that's been taken away from Diogo's wife, Andre Silva's wife, and the children as well. And it's just a sad day for Liverpool. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to put into words how it hits. You Everyone associated with Liverpool, the fans, are so invested in Liverpool Football Club, as other fans are with their own football clubs. We're all so invested, and these guys, they give us huge moments of joy. They give us moments of pain as well. And it's similar to losing a family member. My dad passed last year, and it was it hurts. And this is very similar in terms of, for the last 4 or 5 years, you've watched this guy, you feel like you know this guy, and it's they give you some of the greatest moments that you can have. Adulation, they score goals, you jump in for joy, and it just brings you closer. as a fan base to your club, to your players, and obviously with how social media is now, you sort of get an insight into their livelihoods as well. So when something like this happens, it does. I don't want to compare it to a family member, but it does feel that way as well. So it's shocking news, and it's news that you don't expect to hear from, well, ever really. We know people die on a daily basis, and you just don't expect it to happen to people that you feel so close to. Like I say, entering the prime of his career as well, and look, he's loved by everybody in Liverpool, outside of Liverpool, anybody who supports a club, anybody who doesn't support a club. This does become bigger than football, and it's great to see clubs like Manchester United, like Everton, and all the clubs really, Roma, Sociedad, everybody's sort of posted their condolences, and it is a sad time, and yeah, I don't really know how you sort of move forward from this. I'm not going to go into how it leaves sort of Liverpool as a squad going into next season, because I don't think that's the right time. We probably will be discussing that once the time comes to discuss that, because it life will go on, unfortunately, and we will need to have those conversations. But right now, it is all about paying our respects to Diogo Jota and yeah, and Andre Silva, and yeah, I can't imagine what the families are going through. It's a tragedy in the highest regard. It's one of those things that happens that you sort of look at your own lives, and I hope everyone's going home tonight and giving their loved ones a hug, and telling them we love each other, because it brings you closer, and it makes you realise that it can happen to anyone at any time, and when your time's up, it's you're never really prepared for that, and yeah, you just gotta make the most of every day while you can, and yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Been a fantastic servant for Liverpool. I would imagine that Liverpool will do the right thing as a club, and I have no doubts that they will. Liverpool are a fantastic football club. I think that the number 20 should be retired now. I believe that, as a mark of respect, and just to show that he's never forgotten. So yeah, I think the number 20 should be retired, and I also think that the football club should make sure that the family are all right. Which I think they've put a statement out this morning that I think they said they would do that anyway, which is what I fully expect from Liverpool Football Club. But yeah, just shocking news. Really puts life into perspective, and yeah, I mean it's definitely put a downer on everybody's day. Obviously, I don't want to complain about that, because obviously his wife and his kids are all sort of going through it a lot more than what we are. It's horrible to think about what we're going through, but yeah, I mean, I think it's just a huge tragedy, and it's something that nobody would have expected, and you can't really account for this. Do you know what I mean? Diogo's wife obviously will have probably spent the last year wedding planning, and then 2 weeks later she's going to be funeral planning, which I think when you sort of look at it like that, it really puts things into perspective. Yeah, pay your respects in the comments, guys, and I will see you tomorrow, where we will be trying to get back to, obviously, some positive news. Yeah, I mean, I was I had a video lined up for today regarding Harvey Elliott, but yeah, I didn't feel like I could put content out without sort of paying no respects to Diogo. Which, yeah, if you guys want to pay your respects in the comments, get involved. But yeah, if not, I shall see you on the next one.